Good Saturday evening to you. I'm Storm Team 9 Meteorologist Patrick Ellis here with your ENC Weather update for this March the 8th, 2014. Rain and wind system offshore gone. It's out of here. And today was a beautiful day here across eastern North Carolina. High temperatures, low to mid 60s expected today. That's what we got. And tomorrow, very similar, but I think we'll have a few more clouds to contend with. I think it's going to be dry, though. And then as we head towards, we'll call it Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, high temperatures still in the 60s and 70s. But the colder air is going to make a return back into the skies and the feel here across eastern Carolina. So winter is not over just yet. We'll give you those details here in the update video. Here's a look at the 48-hour wind totals, the rain totals, and the wind gusts here across eastern North Carolina. 1.4 inches of rainfall here in Greenville. 33-mile-per-hour wind gust. That was the maximum wind gust here. 1.35 up at Rocky Mount. The maximum wind gust 36. 2.15 up at Edenton. The maximum wind gust there 39. Elizabeth City recorded a wind gust of 47 miles per hour yesterday. 2.42 out at Hatteras. 38 was the maximum wind gust. We saw wind gusts out at Cedar Island, at Cape Lookout rather, that was 55 miles per hour yesterday. 1.76 in the bucket at Cedar Island. 43 mile per hour wind gusts at Jacksonville. 1.85 in the bucket down there, and just under an inch and a quarter at Kenansville. 31 mile per hour wind gusts. So it was pretty nasty out there the last 2 days, but man, it was a beautiful day. Dante Jones, Storm Team 9 meteorologist in the mornings here, went out to Little Washington today. Got this looking down the Pamlico River. Can't complain about it. And I think we get another couple of days of this. You see high pressure and control the weather pattern right now. But we are watching a frontal boundary approaching us from the west. It'll be a mainly dry front that pushes through here late tonight and through tomorrow. Don't expect a lot of moisture with this because right now the wind flow out of the north and west, that's a dry wind for us. And we're not expecting very much in the way of a moisture return, so we're not going to be able to get any moisture to come back into the region to reinvigorate the atmosphere. So we're just going to be talking about a few clouds moving in here as we head into tonight and tomorrow. So you'll see that here in the precision forecast model. There may be a sprinkle or two with this. That's why we're going to put in a 10% chance for a shower tomorrow. Not a big issue. Overnight lows, low to mid 40s across the area, but like you see here, the clouds will kind of be in and out, and we'll call it a mixture of sun and clouds. High temperatures tomorrow, mainly in the low to mid 60s. Northern areas may be a touch cooler, and also Sound counties and the OBX staying cooler tomorrow, just because of the wind flow out of the north and west, and that wind coming off the water is going to make it just a touch cooler, especially for the northern portions of Washington, Tyrrell, Dare counties. The Outer Banks going to feel a little cooler. Also down East Carteret County, down through there, maybe a touch cooler as well. So overall, a nice day setting up for us, and we'll just call it partly cloudy through the afternoon hours, and then we clear out and the temperatures go down to the upper 30s, low 40s. Speaking of tonight, remember daylight saving time starting tonight, and everybody thinks, hey, we're adding an hour. Yeah, we are adding an hour, but it's relative, considering the fact that really we're only adding 2 minutes of daylight to the day tomorrow. But we just added an extra hour. We're just shifting the hour over. But remember to turn your clocks ahead 1 hour. You don't want to be late for church tomorrow morning. Also, remember to replace your smoke alarm batteries as well. And looking in the long range, I mean, overall, this is a fairly tranquil pattern for the next couple of days. But the one thing that we're going to be watching is the next system. So we're sunny on Monday, we're sunny on Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be the next big deal, and we're going to be watching a southern stream system and a northern stream system coming together. We talked about that yesterday here in the update video. We'll look at the GFS here in a few minutes and show you what we're thinking as far as that's concerned at right now. But I mean, this is going to be a pretty strong low pressure system that rolls up the coast, but depending on the track of it, it's going to say a lot of what we're going to get and what we're expecting. Right now, just looks like rain and wind for us, but well up to the north, it's going to be more snow for them. And then behind that, much cooler conditions. Here's a look at the 3-kilometer HRRR model and looking at the simulated composite reflectivity. You see a band of light showers possibly working through the tide water of Virginia. That's why I'm making that mention for maybe a shower or two tomorrow. I don't see a big issue with that because we have a lot of dry air in place, just not a lot of moisture with this frontal boundary pushing through to get something really going. So overall, we're just going to make that mention for maybe a shower or two, not a big issue. It's going to be mainly clouds that push through here tomorrow. And with that frontal boundary, that's going to try to bring down the temperatures a little bit. I don't see a very big change in temperatures from today. You can kind of see the atmosphere that we're in today. The 552 line basically bisecting the area. Tomorrow, same idea. So not really a big push in change of temperature. I think the only place that may see a difference in temperature will likely be the Outer Banks and the extreme northern portions of our viewing area that may stay a touch cooler tomorrow with a west to northwest flow across our neck of the woods. But overall, low to mid 60s looks to be a good call for tomorrow across eastern North Carolina. All right, looking ahead towards Monday, here's your southern stream energy, and here's the northern stream energy that's going to come together for our Wednesday deal. And you can kind of see the wind flow here. Everything down here to the south is staying down to the south, but this thing's going to try to come down towards the south and towards the east. So this is all going to try to phase up, come together as we head towards Monday, into Wednesday. And I think a lot of this energy down here towards the south is going to try to get pulled up towards the north, and you'll see that here in just a minute. But in the meantime, Monday looks like it's going to be a fantastic day. I don't see very much in the way of cloud coverage. We'll likely stay with mainly sunny skies and temperatures into the 70s, upper 60s, low 70s that afternoon. There's your southern stream energy down here moving across southern Louisiana, northern stream energy up here, and you can kind of see how the wind flow kind of meshes up a little bit as we head towards Tuesday afternoon. Once again, we're going to stay dry on Tuesday, and highs will likely be in the low 70s, firmly in the low 70s that afternoon. A little energy coming across here, but it's going to be dry because not going to have enough moisture. Westerly winds, downsloping off the mountains. Looks like to be a good setup for a warm day as we head towards Tuesday. And I wouldn't be surprised if Monday and Tuesday, if the temperatures were a touch warmer than what guidance is printing. Here's Wednesday, and you kind of see how the southern stream system loses its kick, and everything just kind of gets pulled up here towards the northern stream system. Nice little trough axis, positively tilted trough axis, and that's going to be pushing eastward towards us, and that's going to be bringing the rain chances into the forecast by Wednesday. But man, oh man, look at that low. 994 low over Washington, D.C. at that point. And we've got a nice little southwesterly fetch here across eastern North Carolina. Good rain chance, but it's not going to be heavy rain. We're not expecting a lot of rain out of this system, maybe a tenth to 2/10 of an inch of rain here across our neck of the woods, but a lot of wind energy with this. And this is going to be a pretty nasty storm system for the northern states. The problem with this system is the track of it. Now, the GFS has come a little closer in line to where the European and the Canadian were yesterday, an inland track. Now, the GFS was offshore yesterday, now inland. So this is going to be more of an issue now for the New England states as far as snow is concerned. You see the 540 line moving just north of West Virginia, right through Pennsylvania, and basically bisecting just north of New York City and through Boston. So anything north of that really is going to be talking about snow. But kind of look at how this thing is going to kind of pull out. And man, deepens as it gets off into the Gulf Stream as well. I mean, that's some cold air wrapping around on the backside of that. That's Thursday morning, and you see the GFS printing a little bit of moisture still lingering around early Thursday morning here in eastern North Carolina. Now, at this point, the temperatures are tanking. We made it to our high temperature. Our high temperature is going to happen sometime about noontime on Wednesday. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 70 degrees then. I pulled up the temperatures to the upper 60s, but look how the temperatures tank. The 540 line comes slamming back down in here by early Thursday morning, and we're going to be hard-pressed to get out of the 40s that day if we do. GFS is printing highs in the low to mid-40s. I'm staying the course with mid-40s, closing in on the upper 40s that afternoon, but I wouldn't be surprised if we pull down those temperatures even more come Thursday, but we're clearing the board at that point. So no moisture really meeting up with this, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is a little bit of moisture still lingering around late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, if we did see a brief shot for maybe a little bit of a wintry mix. Not a big issue, not expecting a huge problem or anything of that nature, as temperatures are going to stay above freezing on Wednesday night into Thursday. But it's going to be a cold day on Thursday, even though we'll likely go with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, highs mid-40s. It's just going to be a cold day comparative to the last days where we were in the 70s. Then we go out towards Friday. High pressure builds back in. We'll try to make it towards 50 that afternoon as the 540 line starts to make its retreat back off towards the north. Now, Saturday looks interesting, and the GFS is printing some showers in here. The European, not so much, and the ensemble members are kind of all over the place. So we'll make the mention for maybe a shower, but warmer temperatures that day. We'll try to make it back towards climatology, back into the 40s, the 60s that afternoon, but we'll watch that closely, and at the end of the forecast period, we're dry from this look. That's going to do it for me here on the ENC Weather Update. You can stay up to date with us, Facebook, Twitter, WNCT.com, and a brand new Storm Team 9 app in the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Have a great rest of your evening, a great day tomorrow, and a great weather week ahead. Also, remember to turn those clocks ahead 1 hour.